Okay, happy Friday, guys. Here's your notes. The other packet's the assignment. Write an inequality for each graph. Now, you have two numbers, -2 and 4. That means the graph is anything in between these two numbers. So like 3, 2, -1. All those are in between on the number line. Okay? 5 is not included. -6 is not included. This is how you write an inequality. Put an x variable in the middle. Then you put -2 on one side, 4 on the other. This is how you label, put your symbols now. You need a symbol here and here. The highest number, 4, you always eat that. You never eat the smallest number. You would eat the x in comparison with that. Okay? Because eating the number goes that way, eating the x goes that way. Don't put lines because the circles aren't filled in. That's all you do. Okay. X, -5, -12. You eat the -5 because it's bigger than anything here. You never eat the -12 because it's not bigger than anything. Put your lines underneath because they're filled in. Okay, X, 3, 14. Eat the 14 and then eat the X. When those come together, that's the appropriate way to write that. You need a line under that one because it's filled. Okay, X, -5, 2. Okay, eat the 2, eat the X. Both would get lines. That should be pretty easy. Okay, now they give you it. You got to make the graph out of it. It's super simple. Okay. X, 8, eats the 8, going that way. Eats the look at the board. Eats numbers this way. Eats X, back the other way. Okay. You're going to notice a trend here. 5 and 12, they can both be on the same side. There's no law against it not. Okay. So let's talk about 12. Well, we'll fill it in. Eats a number. Between these two, it's eating the X, so back the other way. Okay, 0, put your -2 is closer to 0 than -16 is. Circle, you'll fill them both in. Okay, with -2, it eats a number. With -16, it eats the X, back the other, so then they collide. Super simple stuff. -5, 17. Use the board for guidance. Notice how they're always just running into each other? Yeah. Eats a number. Eats the X. Okay. Please label the graphs appropriately. Okay, how does this apply to real life? Well, we're going to write in each statement as an inequality, then we're going to graph it. We're actually going to graph it first. The speed limit is between 50 and, I don't know what the heck that is. We're going to say 80. Okay. So you make a number line, you put 0. They're going to both be positive, 50 and 80. Now between 50 and 80, we just connect them. Now I fill in the circles because you can be equal. Now, pick a letter. You can pick L for limit, S for speed. Heck, you can put X if you want. 50, 80. You eat the maximum, then you eat the X. Okay? I want to see that. You need the number line and then this. This has to be here, not just a number line. Temperatures between 10 degrees and 60 degrees. Well, I'm just going to connect them then if it's between. Okay, so X, 10, 60, eat the highest, you eat the X then. Okay. And we got a couple more. The percent for an A is between 93% and 100%. Okay. 93, 100. So if it's between them, connect them. X, you can put P for percent, I don't care. So 93, 100. Eat the 100, eat the X, okay? The air pressure of a basketball is between 7.5 psi, means pounds per square inch, and 8.5 pounds per square inch. So 7.5, 8.5. Okay, I don't care what you use for a label. If you're comfortable with X, that's fine. 7.5, 8.5. Eat the highest, then eat the X. Gets pretty repetitive. Now, so far I haven't even had to use a calculator. Okay, now the next ones, that's going to change. Solve each compound inequality, graph your solution, write the solution correctly on your graph. Okay, so you need a number line. Now, you have two symbols now. On the ones before, you only had one. Now, when you have two, you're going to design a table. And here's what you're going to do. Start the circle here, and then stop when you get to the other symbol. Okay? That's what you write on one side. -4 less than x plus 3. Then, start your circle here, stop it when you get to the other symbol. Now I'm essentially taking the x plus 3 over and setting it less than 8. Okay? So again, look at that. -4 symbol x plus 3. Then I bring over the x plus 3 symbol 8. They overlap. Okay? It's like overlapping circles. Now you're just solving them separately. Wall, 1 dot circle. It's a positive 1. The sign will not change, so drop it right there. Now you have a 3 outside, so you need a middle man. You -3. If you set that up, you'll just be able to drop crap down. 1 dot x is here, and then -7. Divide by 1, divide by 1. So x needs to come after the symbol, and then -7. Okay, over here is the same way. Again, the sign would not flip, but I have to get rid of the +3 first. So that's 5, 1 dot x. Okay. So now I'll divide by 1, and I have x in front of the symbol, and 5. Use your eating rules when you graph it. Okay. So -7, +5, pretty wide range. You're going to circle. Let's talk about this 7. You're not going to fill it in because the line's not there. It eats the x. Look at the board. It goes that way. 5, don't fill it in. Eats a number. Goes this way. Now, on top of that graph, I didn't give myself much room. You write x, 5, -7. You eat the highest, then you eat the x. Okay, that's how that works when they come together, always. Okay, next one. Number line. Again, two symbols. So you're going to need a table. It's called a compound inequality. Okay. So circle, stop when you get there. 5 less than or equal to x plus 2. Then bring your x plus 2 over. Now you use that symbol with the 11. Wall, 1 dot circle. 1 is positive, the sign will not change. There's going to be a step in the middle because we have to get rid of the 2. 5 minus 2 is 3, 1 dot x. Okay. Divide by 1. Please put the x where it's at, behind the symbol. 3 divided by 1 is 3. Wall, 1 dot circle, sign will not change. You do have to get rid of your 2 in the between. So -2, so you get 9, 1 dot x. Divide by 1, divide by 1, x, and 9. Okay, so we have 3 and 9. Well, both circles would be filled in. Eats the x with the 3, eats the number with the 9. Okay, so x, 3, 9, eat the highest, then eat the x. Okay, that's how that works. Okay, example 3. You got to make the table when there's two symbols. Okay, so 3 and 4x minus 5. So I'm just copying that down here. I'm not being a smart aleck, but if you're smart aleck, I said aleck. I didn't want to swear on video. If you're too lazy to make the table, it's not going to work, okay? And I don't mean to insult you, but you really need to do that, okay? All right, now I carry over the 4x minus 5, and now I'm putting that less or equal to 15. Wall, dot, circle. Make the 5 plus negative. That 4 is positive, the sign will not change, but I have to get the negative 5 out of there, so I need to add 5. 3 plus 5 is 8. You need to put 8 in front of the symbol and 4 times x after it. Do not be moving the x across the side. Then divide by 4. That's 2 in front and x behind. You don't want to be flipping them around because then that screws up the whole eating rule. Okay? Okay, so plus 5, plus 5. So there'll be a middle step and then a divide. We won't flip the sign here. So 4x, 15 plus 5 is 20, 4 times x I should say. Then we divide by 4 and I get x, I get 5. So we have 2 and 5. Okay, eats the x, eats a number. So x, 2, 5, eat the 5, eat the x, no line because there, or no, sorry, my bad. The 5 needs to be filled in. Try to watch that. I won't flip. That's not a huge deal. But okay, 3 more. So on one side, we just put a basic problem, okay, negative 3, and then x minus 4. Then I transfer the expression x minus 4 here, less than negative 1. Plus negative, you can go plus negative there if you want. The multiplying number's positive, so the sign ain't changing. We do have a middle step because we have to get rid of the negative 4. So plus 4, plus 4. Negative 3 plus 4 is 1, and then 1 dot x. Divide by your 1, and you're there. So that's 1, and then x. Do not put x and 1 there. Okay. Plus negative. Okay, plus negative. Multiplier is positive. The 1 times x is positive, so sign will not change. You have a step in the middle where you got to get your negative 4 to 0. Okay. Negative 1 plus 4 is 3, 1 dot x. Okay. Divide by 1, and x is 3. Okay, so 1, 3. You're going to fill in the circle above the 1, but not above the 3. Eats x, eats number. Okay, so they end up coming together. So x, 1, 3. Okay. Eats the highest, eats the x. Okay. Now, do not write this down. I'm just going to point out some. Pick a number between 1 and 3. Well, probably 2. So 1 and 2, it should eat the 2, which it does. 2 and 3, it should eat the 3. It does. Okay. That's why you put those signs like you do. Okay, little thing you got to watch out for on the next one. There's a symbol, and I've got negative 16 less than or equal to negative 8x. Then transfer your negative 8x over here, less than or equal to 12. Okay. Wall, dot, circle, guess what? Negative 8 times x is a negative. Okay, so that sign is flipping. I don't need a middle step. I go straight into dividing by negative 8. Now that's 2, but it goes in front, and then you get x behind it. Same thing here. Well, we still got negative 8 times x, so the sign flips. You divide both sides by negative 8. X comes before the symbol. 12 divided by negative 8 is negative 1.5. Please get these in the right spot. At least 2 is here. Negative 1.5 is here. Okay. Circle, circle. We're filling them both in because the lines are Okay, talk about 2. 2 eats a number. Okay? Eats the x, so it's going that way. So it all works out in the end despite the sign flipping. So x, negative 1.5, and 2. Eat the 2, eat the x. Okay? Last problem. Okay, so table, you get negative 9 and the 3x plus 6 less than or equal to 3x plus 6. Then you transfer that over and set it less than or equal to 18. Walls here, walls here. The multiplying number in each one is positive 3, so the sign ain't changing. You have a step in the middle here, and you get a step in the middle here. So it's minus 6. That's negative 9 minus 6. It's not 3, it's negative 15. If you're at negative 9 on the number line, minus 6 pushes you out further from 0. 3 times x. Divide by 3. X comes after the symbol, negative 5 before it. Okay, minus 6, that's 12, 3 dot x. Divide by 3 by 3. X comes before the symbol, 12 divided by 3 is 4. Alright, so we got negative 5 and 4. Both of them are getting filled in because both of them have the equals to line on there. Eats x, eats number. X, negative 5, 4. Eat the maximum, then eat the x.